Welcome back to the Mobile Gaming Recap, starting this bad boy off with some Hoyo news. So Honkai Star Rail, not wanting to be involved in any of the drama, decided to sidestep the whole thing by announcing a collaboration with Fate Stay Night that ain't even coming out until Q3 2025. But not to worry, patch 2.4 is right around the corner, and to give you a better idea on how the community is feeling with the patch 2.4 update, let's ask AI. So according to this AI chat summary, all the players in the chat were discussing the update, new events, new skins, with a large majority of the viewers discussing the feat of a character named Yun Lin. Don't look at me, I wasn't there. Genshin Impact, on the other hand, having to battle review bombs and lawsuit threats, moved pretty quickly to address the bug of their new Hydro Husbando. Like, dude, when the Chinese players have an issue, those issues get solved ASAP. And to top it all off, they gave all players 1,600 apologems. If you don't know nothing about Hoyoverse, dude, that is unprecedented amount of gems for anything Hoyoverse does. Now, loosely related to Genshin Impact, Square Enix basically came out and said that they regret that they weren't the ones to basically make a Genshin Impact type game. And dude, I gotta be honest, when it comes to Square Enix's track record, when it comes to mobile games, basically just kind of giving their license away, not really taking it seriously. So I'm not really sure how many gamers out there that I speak for, but I am totally fine with Hoyo being the one that made that Genshin Impact game to basically change the landscape of mobile gaming as we know it, because I honestly don't think if Square Enix was the one to make a Genshin Impact, we would have not seen a fraction of the cultural phenomenon that we saw thanks to Hoyoverse. So you know what? Thank you, Square Enix, for sitting this one out. Villain Zone Zero has been mostly quiet with a few events regarding like Snake and Bang Boos, nothing too major, but they do have a pretty sizable patch on the horizon, addressing a lot of the issues that we have in the TV gameplay mode. And they also just released the borderline fan servicey Zhu Yan, who is a DPS beast. But hey, just because Hoyoverse leaned into a little bit of fan service in the official trailer, don't think that you can take screenshots of that official trailer, post them on the official ZZZ subreddit, and get away with it, you dirty perv. In other words, official ZZZ moderators, just chill just a little bit, Arc Knights is about to celebrate their 4.5 year anniversary, dude, time just flies. More details are gonna come out on July 27th, so stay tuned to the next episode of the Mobile Gaming Recap. Solo Leveling Arise also teased more details of their upcoming summer events, along with some quality of life to help address some of the issues players have with artifact farming, with more details regarding this patch and the summer event coming on 7/29, so stay tuned for more details. In Wu Hua news, Cheng Li was just recently released, getting high accolades from players, from her overall design, her kit, her overall flow, not to mention her character story. So if you've been hoarding a lot of gems in Wu Hua, this just might be the character to go deep on. And for the 17 people out there watching my videos from South Korea, you can now buy shares in Shift Up if you just feel real bullish when it comes to Nikkei Goddess of Victory. Most of the feedback that I saw from the player base regarding this news was all cautious, because normally when a company IPOs, they then start to prioritize profits over all else. Investments in technology, people, patooey. Let's just make the number go up. But at the moment, we have no idea how this IPO is gonna actually affect Nikkei. If you guys remember, Roblox IPO'd a few years back and the game is bigger than ever, so who knows? But it does look like they're already starting to spend that investor money by expanding the Nikkei universe by making a Nikkei anime, which I can't wait to see. So Dragon Ball Legends is doing something I ain't never seen in the history of Gachadom. After celebrating their 6-year anniversary, they have a new event called the 6-year anniversary after party, giving even more freebies away. But don't think Bandai's in a giving mood for all of its properties, because One Piece Bounty Rush is also celebrating their 5.5 year anniversary. And you know what they gave players? A whole 50 gems. 50 gems for 5.5 years? Come on, Bandai! Editing FG here, my bad, Bandai. More stuff is apparently coming on 7/29, my bad. Snowbreak Containment Zone, as you guys know, has been topping quite a few headlines ever since it made its massive fan service shift, not to mention a pretty major 1-year anniversary celebration, dead smack in the middle of the summer. Players are marrying waifus left and right. They also revamped their content creator program. They got Twitch drops going on. So dude, it has been a massive push by Snowbreak Containment Zone to get itself back in to the public eye when it comes to gotchiness. So I'll definitely be paying close attention to Snowbreak's end of the month financial numbers to see if all of this effort, all of this stuff that they put out actually amounted to an uptick in sales, right? Like, I looked at the Steam charts, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. You can see here on the Steam charts, you got a nice little uptick on the day of the anniversary, but Steam charts don't tell the whole story, especially when there's a dedicated PC client, iOS, Android. So I'll be looking forward to see what the financial numbers look like here in Snowbreak Containment Zone. And Final Fantasy mobile games continue to do what they do best: collab with Final Fantasy. So with Final Fantasy War of the Visions, there's a Final Fantasy VIII collab reissue, this time around adding Sephiroth, which I know a lot of people don't like this character, but dude, I'm kind of a Sephiroth fan, so shout out to Final Fantasy. And then Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is doing a Final Fantasy XVI collaboration, adding Clive to the lineup. And very similar to my comments on Snowbreak Containment Zone, I'll also be watching Astra, the Knights of Hera. As you know, they're in full swing with their 100-day anniversary, free characters, free weapons, free freebies. And again, looking at Steam charts, which I know is not a perfect indication of the health of a game, on July the 11th, you can see a nice little uptick in players, capping out at 2,075. But of course, not being able to maintain that momentum on the following days, that's to be expected. However, subsequent 24-hour peaks have been higher post 100-day anniversary. So again, Snowbreak Containment Zone and Astra Knights of Vita, I'm going to be paying special attention when those financial numbers come out at the end of the month. And here comes Outer Plane, baby, joining the likes of Snowbreak and Brown Does 2 and Tower of Fantasy with a noticeable shift to the fan servicey side. And bruh, I can't even be mad. I might even log in again. Who knows? And even more surprising, Outer Plane is actually running a fresh summer event. You would think a game like this, in the financial situation that it is, it would just rerun an old summer event to save money, but no, we got a fresh summer event, fresh fan service, brand new costumes, so the EOS of Outer Plane has been greatly exaggerated, at least for now. And while we're on the fan service subject, we might as well talk about Brown Dust 2. Another large patch hits with even more quality of life regarding the hunting ground. The new roguelike gameplay mode, the Tower of Salvation, is now live, along with a new event called Diet Rush, starring this character right over here. Now, with all the fan servicey shifts that we've seen in gacha games as of late, I want to take a second to look at all my gacha gamer players in the eye right now. Is this us? Is this what represents us gacha players? Is this who we want to be? Tower of God New World is also celebrating its 1-year anniversary dead smack in the middle of summer with some pretty dang good looking summer units. I definitely endorse it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. But way more than just bikinis, 900 free summons of free Yi Huan Yan. Did I say that right? No. Along with brand new and returning player campaigns. So if you're a brand new player or you haven't played Tower of God New World in at least 14 days, come back, get all these bonuses, get all these freebies. Heck, I'm gonna be logging in myself. Big Grand Order Summer event is now live. It's called the Arctic Summer World, which I really like the title of. Completing this event is gonna get you a free 4-star servant. Blue Archive, in addition to free summons, is also running a triple drops event. This is a very good time to jump in and power up your account. 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross continues to run their multi-part summer event, now adding Infinite Merlin to the lineup, who looks fantastic. Tower of Fantasy's 2nd-year anniversary inches a little bit closer, no firm details just yet, but in the meantime, definitely check out their upcoming game, Neverness to Everness, that I covered right here. Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent is celebrating their 2-year anniversary, adding new main story, side story, heroes, free gems, and 100 free summons, with 50 of those free summons being available immediately upon login. You love that. Eversoul might be doing slightly better than I thought because they just announced a Data Live collaboration in Japan. No word on a global release just yet, but it is within negotiation. In Girls Frontline news, we are getting ever so much closer to finally seeing Girls Frontline 2 here in the global audience. They just launched a global website along with a global X account. And if you've been hankering for more alchemy in your alchemy stars, there's a new collaboration in alchemy stars called The Alchemist and the Secret Island. This collaboration is starting on July 26th. The Gacha World's collection of One Punch Men games still remain in maintenance mode for some reason. The Fairy Tail collaboration and Mobile Legends Adventure that we talked about last episode is in full swing and will last all the way until August the 1st. Cookie Run Tower Adventures continues to be one of the better games that barely anyone is playing. They just released a brand new patch, adding tons of quality of life to the rating and a brand new Lightning Archer cookie. And in Raid Shadow Legends news, not sponsored, but in Raid Shadow Legends news, if you've been one of those players out there that the only reason you don't play Raid is because you don't have Ninja on your account, guess what? You're in luck! New players can use the code Ninja Returns to get Ninja on your Raid Shadow Legends accounts. So go forth and enjoy the game. And in Marvel news, with a brand new Wolverine and Deadpool movie right around the corner, tons of events in Marvel gacha games, starting with Marvel Strike Force. The Deadpool Pool Party event will give players an opportunity to get a 7 Red Star Wolverine, along with a free 97 Wolverine costume, Weapon X Wolverine costume, and a Hot Pool Deadpool, which I never heard of, and of course tons of freebies in between. Marvel Future Fight also gets involved in the action with costumes inspired by the movie as well. Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players can finally play their gacha on PC. Diablo Immortal players still have some time to catch the tail end of the Frozen Throne collaboration. And shout out to Dislight, being a contrarian in this sea of bikini gacha waifus, is leading their summer event with a white tiger riding a shark. And Dragonair basically answering my question, do season-based gachas work? Well, not for Dragonair. This game will be shutting down in America on September the 16th, which again begs the question, these seasons that are really popular in games like Diablo and Path of Exile, will they actually ever work in gacha games? I'm sure a lot of AFK Journey players are paying special close attention to this. Quick reminder, Valkyrie Connect's Mushoku Tensei 2 collaboration is fully underway, and deserving more attention than it gets, Endless Grades is celebrating their half-year anniversary. You can expect, of course, some freebies and some free summer costumes. And Summoner's War Chronicle is still holding on with their Evangelion collaboration and continuing the tradition that the games that you don't play always have the best collaborations. OG Summoner's War players are going to be getting their domain expansion on, dude. I'm actually kind of jealous. Like, real talk, I'm actually kind of jealous. And speaking of collaborations, DX2 is doing a collaboration with Magi Madoka Magica. I've learned over the years, if I do a dumb voice when I mispronounce things, people cut me some slack. Also remember that a brand new mainline gacha Magi Madoka Magica game is coming out very soon. And not quite dead, but pretty much already there, Artery Gear Fusion has announced that they are officially in maintenance mode. And all that basically means when they say maintenance mode is that the game is not shutting down, but all the events and banners are gonna be on a predetermined timer from now and until they decide to turn the servers off. I wouldn't spend any money in this one anymore. Bleach Brave Souls is celebrating their 9-year anniversary. If you're still out there playing this game, take part in the anniversary to get yourself a free Kenpachi and Grimmy. And with all this fan service going on, I feel like a game like Action Titanium is just kind of like left behind, right? They used to be like the original fan service, but now they just kind of look ridiculous. Yeah, they're running the summer event, but some of these waifus, I don't know, dude, they don't do it for me, man. But what does do it for me, Looney Tunes and that Gymnast Lola, I'm joking.